Okay. So hello, everybody. I am so excited for this Zoom today. We're going to be talking all things how you can make money from social media from your phone. I'm really excited to have Brittany here along with me. We've been doing this a hot minute. Okay. So I started this business over 8 years ago, which is absolutely insane. My son is about to turn 9 this weekend. And the reason I started was because we had put him in a daycare and we ended up needing to switch the daycare that we had put him in, and I needed $500 extra a month more to switch to one that was at the time way more bougie, but I just knew that we needed to do it, right? And so I was looking for ways to make extra income. At the time I was working as a nurse navigator, so I wasn't working like the 3 standard 12s that you hear of nurses working. I was working 40, 50, sometimes 60 hours a week. And my hours were all over the place. It all just depended on how many surgical cases we had, different things happening. And so I just knew that going and picking up like a waitressing job or something else that could help us make extra income, that just wasn't in the cards because I never had consistent times that I knew I was going to be off. And so I came across a post very similar to probably what Brittany came across. And it was about a girl that was taking a hair product. And at the time I did the mom shop, being postpartum, you have all this like crazy hair. I was just like, I'm just over it. I'm tired of being hair pulled on, all the things. And so that's really what got me interested. But she said to me, she's like, Erin, have you thought about making money using the products? And so that's what we're going to talk about today. I never imagined it would become my full-time income. I never imagined it would be this. It was just simply a yes to $500 extra into trying some product. I never would have considered the business had she not asked me that. And so today we're going to ask you that question. Have you thought about making money using the products? We're going to talk about some of our favorite ones and just how simple this is. Most people these days, they have a side hustle. Most people these days are looking for ways that you can make extra income. That's obviously why you're on this or you're watching this recording. And so we're going to show you the simple way that we've learned how to do it over the last 8 years. And, this is a great opportunity to take notes. If you have questions at the end, go back to the person that invited you to watch this. Or if you're watching the recording, go back and ask questions, but we're going to cover some of that basic info. But I'm going to let Britt introduce herself real quick and then we'll get started.
Can you hear me okay?
Yep, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, first day, the kids are back. I'm back into my routine and it just feels really, really good. I love being home with my kids, but I also love being able to work as well. I'm a natural worker. And so it just feels really good to be back in a routine. So my story is very similar to Erin's. And actually, after I tell my story, I want to share how we got connected. We didn't know each other until this business connected us. But I have kind of like a powerful story that I hope inspires you at the end of this. But a little bit different of Erin's story is someone reached out to me and offered this business to me. I am a completely different person than I was 8 years ago. I don't know if I would have had the confidence to reach out to tell someone that I was struggling, right? I was a single mom working 40 to 50 hours a week at my dental job. And although I had a good paying job, doing it by myself was very, very hard. And so oftentimes, not every time, but oftentimes my groceries were going on a credit card. And when I would go to fill up the gas tank, I would have to look and see how close it was to getting paid. If I had just got paid, I could fill it up. And if not, I had to just put 10, 15, $20 in it, right? And so, I'm going to be very transparent. And when she asked me, I told her, no, thank you. The thought of me selling a product, I'm like, do you even know who you just messaged? Like, I get red and blotchy when I talk. I was very shy. I had really never used the product. So I thought there's no way I could do this. And so all those things came in my mind as to why I couldn't do this. And so one of the reasons why I want to talk about that is let's just put it out there. There's a lot of you that are going to be watching this recording or you're on live right now, and you obviously are interested, but there are still those things that you're like, but what? But what if this? Or I don't know about this. Those are the questions that you're going to go to the person that invited you and you're going to ask if we don't address them here. Okay. So I told her no. And my favorite part about her and I's story is that she kept going even though I said no, because she ended up changing my entire life. She took what she was looking for very seriously. She was very consistent, and I watched her financially change her life. Then here I was kind of like Erin, step back, I'd said no to the opportunity, but I'm seeing products that I really wanted to use anyways. I wanted the hair, skin, and nails, and I wanted a stretch mark cream we had at the time. And so when I reached back out to her almost, 3 months later, I was very transparent. And I'm going to talk about those objections because they may answer some of your questions. Number one, I did not even have the income to get started, right? I didn't have the extra money to get started, but I was willing to put it on a credit card because I realized if I didn't have a little extra for me, that was a major red flag. Anyone working a full-time job and a good job at that, I should have had an extra $100 for myself, and I didn't. I wanted to make sure that I could earn the product for free, and this is all I wanted. I said, can I make a couple $100 a month? But I want to hear what I asked her. I said, if I don't like it, can I quit? And her response back to me changed my entire life. She said, yes, you'll be making your $99 back as long as you follow, the things I teach you. She said, yes, you're going to be getting some free product. Yes, I'm going to show you how to make an extra income. She said, but if you're already thinking about quitting, this business isn't for you. And I remember stepping back and being like, well, that was kind of rude. Now, granted, it was through text message, but it changed my life because when I did say yes, I said yes. I didn't say, I'm going to see if this works. I said to myself, not only am I going to do this, but I'm going to give it everything I have, even though I'm red and blotchy, even though I'm terrified of speaking in front of people. And yeah, I ended up changing my entire life. One thing that I'm just going to go into now, since I'm talking about this, here's what I wasn't expecting. And I'm going to speak to those of you that are in desperate need to change your health. Right? As we get older, I mean, actually this past year, I turned 38, and it's the first year where I actually felt my body start to give out on me. It was the first time where hearing it in the past, I would be like, oh, whatever. No, it was the first time where I'm like, oh, like my body's starting to change. One thing I wasn't expecting this business that it did was that it was the best health accountability partner. Because in order to not be a salesperson in a health and wellness industry, all I knew is that I had to be consistent. If I wanted to be successful, I had to be consistent. Well, what it ended up doing is it didn't just change my life financially, it actually changed my health too. I look younger and I feel younger at 38 than I did in my 20s. So that was something that I didn't expect.
It's funny you brought that up because literally when I was getting out of bed this morning, I was like, I felt like everything cracked. And I'm like, I just turned 34 last week. And I was just like, gosh, I can't remember the last time all these cracks have been happening and all the things. So I'm like, please don't start yet. Please don't start yet. So no, but I think it is one of those things that, just the consistency and like I said, I never imagined doing a business like this. I literally, we had seen posts and different things and I'm like, nope, not for me. But I think once you get really aligned with the products and different things and know that we have over 40 different health and wellness products. Okay. Most people are going to know us because of our amazing weight loss products, because we live in an instant gratification world. People are looking for quick results. They want something. But here's the thing. All of our products are best partnered with a healthy lifestyle. And so that's what we always encourage. It's never, hey, this is a magic pill. Yes, it's going to help you get results faster, but it doesn't mean that it's going to replace changing other habits and different things. And that's something that we truly stand by. So you're going to see there's a whole gamut of things, whether it's weight loss, whether it's just overall nutrition with protein, and like a superfood shake. We've also just launched an aloe, which is amazing for gut health. So we're fixing from the inside out. And then also like beauty products, skincare. You are going to see a variety of different things, and the products are affordable. When you look at the ingredients that we keep in our products, they're all going to be clean, natural, plant-based ingredients, but they're also going to be very affordable compared to the market of what you're getting. So some people, and I'm going to talk about what would be coming in the starter kit this week, is literally our slimming gummies. Okay, so most people will say, well, what makes these different? What makes these so special? So our slimming gummies, yes, they do contain apple cider vinegar, but they're also going to contain other ingredients that help target pinchable body fat cells. So that is going to be different than what you see at the grocery store or different things. So our products are top notch. one step ahead, different things. And so you're getting the benefits of those things. We always want to focus on the gut and the inside because that's going to help the outside. And so, I know Brittany's going to talk a little bit about what it takes to get started and that kind of stuff, but that's one of the products that's going to come in the starter kit this week because we have that promotion. And again, this is an amazing time to jumpstart. Maybe it's your health, maybe it's you want to make some extra financial goals, maybe you spent a little bit of extra money on Christmas gifts, all that kind of stuff. There's never been a better time, right? And so for me, I got started because I wanted hair, skin, and nails, and I wanted to try out the greens and I wanted to try out the wraps. And it was mainly not because I was ever a bigger person, but pregnancy changes you. I have 3 kids now. Things shift, they change, gravity. It's not all good, but if I can fix some of the things and add in simple swaps to my daily routine, like my kids are busy. You guys heard them in the beginning. If you're on, they're running, screaming, all the things. So it's hard to be able to sit down and say, okay, what, all these different things, but I can make simple swaps for a healthy coffee that's got collagen, that's going to help those bone cracks, that's going to help my beauty, all those different things. And then we've got other products that go right along with it. So Britt, I'll hand it over to you if you want to go ahead and talk about how to get started and just how people can make that $500 extra a month. Cause that's, I know you said 200 to 500 for when you got started, but that's essentially what most people are looking for.
Yeah, I'm going to take it back to actually when I decided to do this. I can tell you exactly where I was at. I was sitting in my parents' pool with my mom and I was sobbing. And I told her, I was like, here's the deal. I have 2 options. I'm either going to have to get a second job because I remember having to save for 3 years to take Ty on his first vacation. It took me 3 years to save enough cash to pay cash for a vacation. And I was looking at her and I was in tears. He was at his dad's that weekend. And I remember telling her, I'm at a crossroads. I'm either going to have to get a second job or I'm literally going to try this network marketing thing. And she looked at me like I was crazy. Right. I mean, she was like, Brittany, you don't really talk in front of a group of people. How are you going to be successful with network marketing? That's literally what she told me. I can tell you exactly how I was laying on that raft. And it was a day, it gives me chills. It was a day that changed my life forever. But she said this, she said, I'm going to support you. And what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to go get a second job because that's literally going to be the opposite of what you're trying to do. That will give you less time with Ty. And that's what I was crying about. I was tired of in the summers, I had sisters and moms that were teachers and they were with the kids. And here I was working all these hours. Let me talk about the swap and how this will work for you. I would say 80-90% of the people that we work with work a full-time job. So you need to find something that genuinely fits seamlessly into your busy life. Okay. For instance, I'm probably going to, now I realize that it is noon Eastern here. I'm doing a little bit of a new routine. So my coffee, I'm having it a little later than normal. But one thing that was nice is when I joined, all I had to do was look at the products, figure out some results that I was looking for and find products that fit and replace things that I was already doing, but a healthier version, right? And then it was just time to share them. The other thing that I really loved is being a busy mom now of 2. I have a 13-year-old and a 6-year-old. I am literally all over the place. I love nothing more than instead of someone having to take Ty to practice, granted, it wasn't practice when he was 5. It was different things when he was 5, right? Other people had to do it for me. Now I get to do it. And then while he's practicing, I have my list of things of how can I be successful in this business that I can still be there and get my work done. I don't have to necessarily clock in and out and miss a certain amount of time. So one thing that I really want to stress to you, because I know a lot of you sitting on here thinking about doing this, you're like, but I don't know how to work from social media. And what I will tell you is that Aaron and I had no idea either. We literally jumped in. I'm going to tell you a sweet story because I want you to know how deeply we care. We had actually been in the business, I want to say about 4 months, and we went to our first event in Florida. And I remember standing there. We weren't even near the front of the right. We were more towards the back of the building. And they released all these promotions and bonuses. And she was just 1 row in front of me. And she literally looks behind. We wouldn't have known each other if it weren't for this business. But she kind of looked behind. She grabs my hand and she says, we're coming home to our babies. And I remember sobbing because until I found this business, that wasn't even an option for me, right? It wasn't even an option. Now I want you to hear me loud and clear. I understand that a lot of you can't even fathom doing that, and that's not even on your radar. That is perfectly okay because it was not on our radar too. But that's what I realized very quickly about the network marketing business is sky is the limit. What do you need? What do you want? The person that invited you, not only are they going to, get you started, which when I get done speaking, I'm going to let Erin go over kind of like what the cost is and all that fun stuff and wrap us up. But what you want is very important to us too. And we're going to start with just $500 a month. We're not only going to show you like how $500 can be made, but we're going to show you how you're going to make it. We have two goals with this business, and that is help people get started on products, help people make an extra income. Or where Erin and I and a lot of people that we work with fit in, we wanted both, right? And my favorite part is that social media is such a big thing now that we're going to teach you exactly how to do that. One thing that I'm loving is our bonus structure and our pay structure. There are multiple ways to get paid. So when someone joins me and they're like, listen, I have a bill that's like overdue, I need $200 like 3 days ago. We're going to get on. We're going to show you exactly how to do that. Not only show you how to do the tasks, but also how to make that income. And that's what I'm loving is we're kind of, been doing this for so long that this year we're bringing it back. One of my personal goals, I actually took a lot of stuff off my dream board. I was like, you know what? I'm just taking it back simple. I'm looking to help take our team because we work together, and I'm looking to help 500 people make $500 a month, right? But I also know what happens when they make that 500. All of a sudden you'll start dreaming and be like, oh, so like what if I wanted to make 1,000? And then we'd say, okay, just be very, very consistent and do that as well. So Erin, I'll let you take over.
Yes. Well, and that's it. I mean, that's exactly what happened to me. Like I said, I started for the 500 and I hit that goal 2 months in. And then I was like, whoa, like this is kind of fun. You mean to tell me if I just do a little bit more, I could make some more money? And that's what we did. And so we have a simple system. We have simple training. And that's the thing that I want to reiterate too, is you're going to have support. Most people have never done anything like this. We have never had any experience prior. But it was our goal to just all of a sudden figure out things. Like we had to figure out, we had training, we had support. So you're going to have that guidance along the way. And two, I want to just shout out our company too, because I don't think we've touched on that. But It Works has been around for over 20 years. They're totally debt free, Christian based. And so some of these things are just important when you're looking at the industry as a whole. You want to make sure that you're building a business that's built on a firm foundation, right? And so those have been things that have been truly engraved in my heart, and it's the heart and soul of our company. And so you'll not only get the training and support from us as a team, but you're going to see that culture and just what we stand for as a company. You're going to see that on just the corporate provided trainings and different things. And I guarantee you'll fall in love with it, because everybody that comes and walks in our doors at corporate, or they get on one of the trainings and different things, they are just absolutely obsessed. And, it just is what it is. Like you fall in love. Okay. So to get started right now, normally it's $149 US dollars. If you're watching this from a different country, you'll just ask the person for your specific pricing, but normally it's $149 US dollars to get started. But right now we're actually running a promotion through tomorrow, which is the 6th, where you can get started for just $49. You're going to get 2 of those bottles of the Slimming Gummies, which I mentioned a few minutes ago. So that way you can try one yourself and you can sell one. You can try both of them if you want to. You can sell both of them because those are going to retail at our customer purse pricing for $45, but retail normally is $60. So you're getting a steal, getting 2 bottles when normally the one price of one would just be $60. So this is a perfect time. And you're also going to be eligible for those different bonuses that we mentioned. We've got different starting bonuses where it's fast start bonuses where we're going to teach you those steps that you can earn $150, $350, but then there's also a $500 and $1,000 bonus on the table. Okay. And so I'm not going to go into the nitty gritty of all of that because obviously we're talking y'all's ear off, but I want you to know that there's a lot of opportunity and potential to make income fast. And we're going to show you the steps along the way. So you're going to have that full support, along the way. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. If you have any questions, Britt, I don't know if there's anything else that you wanted to say, but if you have any questions, go back to the person that invited you to watch this video, or you're tuning in. Or if you're ready to get started, go let them know, hey, I'm ready. Send me your link. Let's do this. And so we are so excited to see who gets welcomed into our team this week, and even over the next couple months. It's just going to be absolutely amazing. We hope y'all have a blessed day, and we will see y'all later. Bye.